Hey guys, John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to the channel. It's time for another awesome OwnHammer Impulse Response Pack release, the 412 EDVH Essentials. And of course this pack is based on the mighty and legendary and well-known EVH 4x12 cabinet loaded with the EVH speakers. In this video we're going to take a look at what you get when you purchase this pack, but also take a listen to how it sounds with a real tube amplifier as well as some well-known modeling platforms. Let's start with some rockin' rock riffs through my EVH 5153 50W EL34 amplifier on the red channel for some nice and chunky rock tones with the gain set not too high because this is a very saturated channel. I'm going to use my Gibson Les Paul Standard 60s with the Seymour Duncan JB bridge pickup. And the amp will be fed through my RedSeven Amplification Amp Central Reactive load as per usual. And for the IR, I'm going to use the Brown 2 mic mix. Okay, let's go ahead and check it out right now. Very nice, that sounded great. Now as you heard, these IRs obviously match up very well with EVH amplifiers. It's just a great match. So OwnHammer recently came out with this new series of products, the Essentials IRs, and I've been having an absolute blast with them. They simply sound incredible, but the feature set is also very nice. Very easy to use, but also with plenty of options for the tweaker if you want to dive a little bit deeper. The previously released 412 Rect is basically the perfect 4x12 Mesa Boogie cabinet, and the 412 ORNG is basically the perfect orange 4x12 cabinet. And now we also get this 412 EDVH cabinet added to the line. And this cabinet does have a unique tone when you compare it to the other cabinets, but it does have that typical signature EVH cabinet sound and feel to it. Now what comes in this pack? Well, the feature set is basically exactly the same as the other Essentials cabinets, but I'll give you a quick run through. From the main folder, you can choose your sample rate. I'm always on 48,000 Hz. And then you get the main cab folder where you can choose your cabinet, and that also includes the summary folder. And this basically features one single file for each cabinet that sounds basically all-encompassing. It's basically a best-of file, and that file works for anything. It's a great file to get acquainted with the sound of the overall cabinet. And then when you click on the 412 EDVH folder, you get all the good stuff. The main folder includes 10 single mic captures as well as 10 mic mixes that work well for various styles and genres and are also labeled as such. Every single file in here sounds absolutely great and very balanced. You won't find a single bad sounding IR in here or the entire pack for that matter. So it should be very easy for you to find a file that works for the sound that you're after. Want to go a little bit deeper? Then check out the Revolution Mixes folder. This folder includes 80 mic mixes, all with various tonal characteristics or genres in mind. Again, these files are labeled in a way that will make it very easy for you to pick a file. If you like blending microphones, then the mic pair mixes folder is for you, as this includes every single dual mic blend combination that the 10 mics that are included in this pack have to offer. That's the feature set. Now let's take a listen to how these IRs sound with some well-known modeling platforms, and let's start with the Fractal Audio Axe FX3. I made a little preset with the 5153 100 watt Red amp model, which is obviously based on the Red channel from the 100 watt EVH 5153 amplifier. And the sound of those 100 watt amplifiers is a little bit more meaty and fat in the mids than the 50 watt versions of those amplifiers. So it should be interesting. And let's try this with my Gibson Les Paul Custom on the bridge pickup in drop C sharp for some fast rock and metal riffs. The preset is very simple as per usual on this channel, just the amplifier block and the cab block with the IR in it. And this time I'm using the high gain mic mix from the main folder. Okay, let's check it out right now. Alright, that sounded pretty killer. Now let's go a little bit lower with my ESP LTD SC607B 7-string baritone. And now let's move on to the Line 6 Helix platform, Helix native to be precise. I tried a bunch of different amp models and I landed on the, wait for it, Line 6 Badonk. Sorry, not so sorry. It's basically the perfect sounding high gain amp model in the Helix, so why settle for less than perfect, right? Again, the preset is very simple, just an amp block and the IR block, and this time I'm using the Extreme mic mix. Okay, let's go ahead and check it out right now. Very nice indeed. So these OwnHammer 412 EDVH Essentials IRs sound absolutely awesome. They're basically the perfectly captured version of that EVH 4x12 cabinet loaded with the EVH speakers. I really like how they sound and I really like the feature set as well. So I do recommend checking these out at ownhammer.com in the impulse responses section. That's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons down below, as that really helps the channel out. I'd hugely appreciate that. And you can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers!